Slipping into bad dreams. Hey, what's up, Tails? How are you? We're at the ranch again. It's not going to be a long stream. I do have to get going today. So, I'm with my friend, the DJ friend. So, not much, Zenith. Did you see that thumbnail? I have to ask you, Zenith, how good do I look in that thumbnail? Did you see the post? Hey, Evan, did you see the post? Where, like, people were like, no, we know who the real stalker is. It's funny. Are you leaving for San Diego today? No, tomorrow. So, it's sad because life likes to have roadblocks, and you're like, oh, roadblock, stop, go. And, that's what you got to do in life. When people can't help you, you find a way. You change your direction, you change the mountain. Guys, we got 9 people watching. Can we get 9 likes? I know you're better than that. Although my stalkers are probably in the chat, let's be honest here, right? Oh, right. The stalkers are the ones getting stalked. As if that's you in the big. Yeah, it was a cool song. So, I don't think I'm able to comment on your videos. Unfortunately, Tails, it's what it is. So. Yeah, would you see those? Like, hey, Nintendo game dude, what's up? Yeah. So I'm just really disappointed in people, but at the same time, I'm really happy that I have my friends behind my back. Guys, we got 10 people watching. Can we get the likes up? I'm really disappointed. I know you guys can do better than that. Fat Chris, hit the like button. Fat Chris, I know you want to hit the like button. Hit that like button. So, all right, there we go. We got 1 like. Guys, show us how it's done. Show me how it's done. Show me your moves. Got 3 likes. Wow, we're rising up through the ranks. Better. If PewDiePie asked for it, he'd get 1 billion likes in a minute. We all know that. They'd be like, you're not PewDiePie. I don't have to be PewDiePie to ask for likes. That's true. Yes, it is. It's dope. It's fat. It's dope. So, yeah, Evan, do you have any questions? We can answer them here. If you want to do a private call, we can. I'm welcome to discuss anything that needs to be discussed. Basically, I summarized it up in my voice message. So-and-so was jealous of my friendship, and then, honestly, Boblax and I have been texting a while bit, and it's funny, and Boblax is like, he's jealous. I was like, and he's like, you were right, Nick, the gay baiting worked. I was like, yeah, I'm all about gay baiting. Has anyone done gay baiting? If you do it correctly, you can make it look so good. So, what's the weather here? It's like 70, 80 degrees. It's getting hotter. So, let me see what the time is. I might have to stop streaming at 3. So, I got like maybe 17 minutes with you guys. But don't leave right now. I'd rather just... Absolutely. Evan, you know that I'll discuss anything you need, privately or publicly. And I'm not afraid to discuss everything. I'm not afraid to discuss anything. That being said, I do ask you to keep it objective. The problem here is that my opponent is playing the narrative game to a certain bias of false hope as the victim. See, when you lose the argument, what do? You play victim. Oh my god, he's mean. And then you win. So that's how the internet works. It's like, can't win as the bully, be the victim. And then bully as the victim. See? That's how it works. So, some of my friends told me about this. There's a channel on me. I'm very well of it. There's a channel actually that takes clips from me and throws it out of the narrative. And I'm like, you know what, guys? And I'll say it again. The court. Oh, yeah. See, Evan's smart. Evan's very smart. See? Evan's not dumb. Evan's very smart. That's why we're friends. I'm only friends with smart people. And when they start being dumb, I correct them. And if they have to correct me, they can. But I'm just like, look, if you want to tell me how it's done, tell me how it's done. And if you can't tell me how it's done, then I'm going to tell you what my needs are. And if you can't match up, then we're done. That's what you do. That's what friendships are. Pretty much, Zenith. And we all know how bad Reddit is right now. Reddit is a cesspool. It's basically Twitter 2.0. You want to know what Reddit's like? They don't like someone, you know what happens? Self-promotion, get rid of this. Self-promotion. You can't even post anything on Reddit. You can't. Don't even get me started on the cesspool of Twitter. Oh my god. Twitter is like a cesspool of... It is. It literally is. And you just have to just smile. Yeah, we all saw it. No, we all saw it, Tails. You don't have to bring it up. Oh, I'm not surprised I saw it. I was laughing at it. I was like, wow, your channel's getting less and less views. Talk about diminishing returns. So, the funny thing is, like, even Evan said this. It's like, Nick, they caught your good side. Tipster looks homely. I was like, I'm surprised. I'm not supposed to say its name. Nintendo Reddit is the worst. Pretty much. You can't say anything. The moderation is so eschewed. You can't even say anything. So, yeah, it's a shame because, you could be the most purely honest person, completely wholesome. Someone has to take that and be like, you're a dirty person. Well, that's your perspective, not mine. That's what you got to do. If they play the game of narratives, even if they get a whole bunch of mobsters around you, it's like, that's what the Tip likes is mobsters. It's like, it's okay, Tip. We know you play the narrative game. See, that's the funny thing when you talk about the... Oh my god. Well, Street Pass Network is trying a little harder, but it's definitely struggling. You're making me dizzy with the pacing. Sorry, Chris. Sorry. Oh my god, the San Francisco Reddit is so bad. It's like, by the time you post someone, people are just nasty, and it's like, what do you want me to say? It's like, you have to have your claws with the teeth in them. Guys, we got 7 likes and 12 watchers. Could we get the full 10 or 12? I know we can. I appreciate that Evan sees my perspective. What is that? King DJ 25X. Okay. What's up, everyone? So I might make a certain statement. Tomorrow. So I might do a live stream outside the LGBT Center. I won't be here for this stream. Sorry. It's okay. I appreciate TRQR. You're at a stable? Yeah, Chris. This is my friend. He's a DJ. So I don't want to disclose this information because we're keeping that private. Although I'm sure you could find anything at this point. No matter how private you make someone's going to just find the information anyway. But I prefer to keep someone's privacy as best I can. It's funny. Boblax and I couldn't keep our friendship private, but I guess someone just wants to make it public. Guys, I'm not jealous of this, but cringe. And you're just like, you're just so upset you can't enjoy us together. Nah, no cowboy hat today. Did you like my cowboy hat, Zenith? How did I look in it? Deep in the heart of Texas, when the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of I had to do that in my first grade. So they were like, Nick, you just look so cute with your little cowboy hat and your little star sunglasses and your little ranch jeans and your little Buccaneero shirt. So thank you, Evan. Also, how did it go with the other guy the other day? Date? Which guy? Ernest? Great guy. He treated me respectfully. It's really sad to say, but in the gay community, yeah, older people generally treat me more respectfully than the guys in my own age group. It's the truth. Like, if I try to talk to a guy in my own age, like, they just get what they want and they're gone. But guys that are older will always talk with me longer. Like, granted, like, they're not perfect too, right? No matter what the generation is, you're always going to find those, like, outliers that are like, bad. And you kind of have to just dismiss it. It doesn't mean that the experience doesn't matter. It just means that the experience is taken in the context, right? So this is what you got to do, right? So let the gaming otter, Nick, give you some LGBT dating advice, okay? Always set your expectations to be genuinely honest. People say no expectations. That's right. When you say no expectations, that means you're accepting anything goes. So what you really have to do is just be like, I'm coming to you. I'm meeting you at this place. That is setting an expectation. That's an expectation of standard. What you do have to make sure is to let the person know what you will consent and what you will not consent to. And if someone does not respect your line of consent and they don't respect you, you say, bye. That's what you do. So I get rejected all the time. People are like, Nick, you're a beautiful person. I can't understand why people reject you, because it's just how people are. And look, I reject people too when they make me uncomfortable. I reject people when they don't respect me, and I let them know. You know, I tried to play the wall door game, like the wall door, right? So the wall is about the boundary, respecting the boundary. And the door is when the walls haven't been respected, when the boundaries haven't been respected, you show them the door. Now, if they're going to fight against the door, that doesn't mean that the door has to be completely out the door. It just means like, okay, I'm showing the door, and if you have anything last things to say to prevent that, you're willing to, but at this point, I don't know, I don't see it. So if the person redeems themselves, then it's like, you can come back inside. If they don't redeem themselves, then it's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And trust me when I say that might sound draconian, but everybody does it. Everybody does it, and it's a fact of life. Some people have to accept it more than others. I can tell you so many stories, especially as a hospitality job. You have to be like totalitarian, like with Don, and just be like, I'm ready to handle this. And people will just like throttle rocks at you. They'll throttle like you. You know, like Harry Styles, like, just stop your crying. It's the sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here. You know what's funny? When I was in my first relationship, I told my boyfriend, Harry's gonna be the most successful. Nick, why is Harry gonna be the most successful? Because his song speaks to me, and I connect with that. And not only that he connects with that, and then my boyfriend would say, it's a generic ballad. Zayn's gonna be more successful because he is the only one with pigment. Pigment doesn't determine skill. You know, people obsess about physical attributes for skill. And physical attributes can definitely affect certain skills, but singing is not one of them. Your skin color is not going to affect your singing ability. You could be the best singer in the world, and it doesn't matter what skin color you are, right? We all want representation, but representation is about not just how you look, but how you present yourself, right? That's the duality of it. People don't see that. People make one-dimensional arguments and then look stupid. So it's like, oh my God, he looked at me. Oh my God, what should I do? Well, you could either say hi or just say, hey, I'm just not interested. Those are your two options. Oh, but no, they're not, honey. No, they're not. They didn't look at you. They didn't do this. You looked at them. You looked at them. That's basically the argument I use for my situation. So, right. So, what are we talking about right now? So, we're in LA, technically on the outskirts, more Ventura County. We're going to be going to San Diego tomorrow. Hopefully, things get rounded out very well. My friend is probably going to tell me to get going right now. So, hopefully, I think the one who doesn't respect that. Oh my God, Evan got it correct. Yep. Evan's smart. Evan gets it. Oh my God, I love it. See, this is the best part, when my friend will stand up for me and I don't even have to explain anything to him. And then they're going to say, you were brainwashed. Oh my God. No, you're not. See? You're coming for us because we can come for you. Yeah. What are your thoughts on getting your partner to sign what is it? Oh, that's like a conservatorship. No. See, oh, that's you better know them very well. Look, here's the thing, Zenith. When it comes to a relationship, things are treated like business contracts. That's the sad reality. People treat everything like a business contract. See, that's the problem with the world. They don't want to see people as genuineness or genuinality. They just want to see it as a contract. You must do this. You must do this. And so, things in friendships, regardless of the type of relationship you have with someone, there's always some level of flexibility. Now, other things are not flexible, right? Like, if you agree to something and you unrelentingly stand by your word, that is not... No, we'll be going to conventions. Don't worry, Marcus. We're making amends to it. Don't worry. Marcus, I'm going to a convention. Don't worry. I have my resources. I'm still broke, right? People like, But how do you go to conventions if you're broke? I have networks, just not the networks I need to be, have money. So that's the problem with. I'm really in just a troubled spot right now, and that's why I ask my viewers to be respectful of me. So I know I'm rising through the ranks. Thank you, Tails. Thank you. So I just want to say something that sadly people will make any narrative when they lose an argument. And the sadder part is when they don't have their reasons in check, it's an excuse. The reason is an excuse. See, the problem is that when you talk about reasons versus an excuse, right, what is a reason, what is an excuse? An excuse is a way to back out last minute because you didn't come up with a plan. A reason is something of legit fact and weight. So like, say for example, you host a Street Pass event and someone tells you they're going to be there no matter what. And then the excuse is, well, I had to go to work. I'm sorry, I lied to you. No, that's an excuse. A reason would be like, I'm in the hospital. Like if it's work and you have to make, and the worst part is if it's frequent. Because if they're a frequent flyer, you have to just be like, you know what? I'm friends with you, but we can stop anytime. Just let me know. So that's a tough thing to go through for anybody. And no matter what anyone says to you, you always have to stand up for yourself. And someone tries to bend you to their whim, just know something. If you give someone the benefit of the doubt the first time, and then it's the 7th time, that's 7 times too many. I usually go for 3. That's the rule of thumb. 3 to 5. I'm pretty tolerant to a point of acceptance, but when that toleration is broken, I'm just like, you know what? We were down this road before. You didn't hear what I had to say. Exactly. And it's like, when it comes to lying, right? No matter if it's you, no matter if it's them, the problem is when people don't see their lies. I'm not saying you. Like when you see your lies, you're more accountable than anybody else. But when the other person doesn't see their lies, they're willing to play narratives. And you just have to be like, I have to either drop it, let it go. I have to let the person go on their pedestal mentality because they don't care. Oh, absolutely, Marcus. Absolutely. But here's the problem. That person doesn't care. They just want to be like, victim, oh my God. It's like, that's not how the argument works. It's like, you came to me talking, and it's like, it's funny because the video says, was obsessed with you. Well, actually, you just proved it right there. A confession. Obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me, man? Why are you so obsessed? Because you care? An obsessed person does not care, right? Let me make it very clear. A person that respects you is a person you want to be around. A person that's obsessed with you want to stay far away. Now, there are definitely varying degrees of obsession, and we can get into that in this conversation. I mean, here's the thing, Marcus, when it comes to those screenshots, all they show is me talking to someone who lied about their intent. That's all they show. They lie about their narrative, they lie about this, they lie about this. They're just like, oh, they were going to meet me. Right. I didn't know where you were until you told me. And then when you told me, I was like, well, did you want that or do you not want that? And then they reveal their age and I'm like, you know what? I really don't feel comfortable here. There's no, yeah. So, anyway, the point being, right, exactly, Zenith. The only thing that the screenshot show was that the engagement of the contact being purely online, and that's it. And when that happens, it's like, well, he didn't actually meet you, and you just kept making moves, and he tried to be polite, and then you were nasty, and then you gaslit Plain Rock and all that, and it's like, that's a sad thing. It's like, this feels like the same song and dance 8 years ago. But what's funny is now I'm 8 years smarter and not 8 years stupider. So if you're going to try that again, you might want to try a little harder and actually back up. Because they can't. Oh my God, victim. No, that's not how victim works, right? A victim is someone who is actually physically abused in a certain context. But if you're going to play mental and emotional games, yeah, I guess you can lie about mental and emotional abuse. That's what happened here. I guess you can make the mental and emotional abuse about the excuse. So, I know that certain channels will just take me out of context no matter what I say. Guys, this is how this whole world works. It's called sensational drama. Sensational drama. There's no fact in it. It's just, he made me uncomfortable. I didn't like this about this person. Jealousy. It's like what Fox News and CNN rive off of. So basically, these are like D and F grade Fox News at best. So, and at worst, they're just alternative facts. So, alternative facts. So, you like that phrase? I like it. They gave alternative facts. Right, alternative facts. Let's look at the alternative facts. Well, I guess the alternative facts is, didn't like me as a person. Well, I guess that's an alternative fact. No, actually, that's true. They don't have to like me. But the alternative fact is, they were jealous. Well, that's definitely, yeah. I guess that's not an alternative fact. I'm trying to think of alternative facts. I'm really bad at this. Does anyone want to help me with the alternative facts? I'm not jealous. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's an alternative fact. I'm not jealous. That's an alternative fact. But cringe. Oh, so it's not an alternative fact because it's cringe, right? Well, that's a perspective that falls under alternative fact. All right, Tails. No fighting in the comments section, guys. Don't make me have to be a parent. Well, we're going to try. We might go up to San Francisco at the end of the month. The problem is I don't have anywhere to stay in San Francisco, guys. My housing situation is up. It's not good. So we got to do everything in our power to smile, to just be polite, because the world is cruel. And then if we even address it, they're just like, well, I don't have to help you anyway. And then you just have to be like, so I have to put them on display. I have to take their vanity and put it on display. If they're going to take my sanity, throw it with their vanity, put it on display. That's what we do. You know what happened when that homeless shelter rejected me and they said walk-ins? There you go. There you go. I have no sympathy for them. They have no sympathy for me. So, I'm like a piranha plant. If you enter my warp pipe, I'm gonna bite your head off. So, yeah. Guys, relax. Relax. The channel is 14 years old. It started in 2011. It's 2025. Get over it. Can we be polite in the chat? I'm good. No worries. I'm sorry. I just miss you. Anyway, so, well, you're well. Okay. You know, the thing about LA is it can be greedy, but trust me when I say, guys, no one wants them. You do? Where do you see it? The Route 66? That's not an address. Route 66, right? That? Route 66? That's a plaque. That's a plaque. That's not the address. So, oh, are they talking about in the details? That's Los Angeles, honey. I'm not even in Los Angeles. I'm close by to it. Did you mean any blood or crisps? What's that? See, people are trying to throw me off my game. Bloods or crisps? Like broods? We should go to Compton. Yeah, I'm not going to Compton. You know what's really funny? Is some people think that because of my skin complexion, I don't get along with certain people. I can get along with people of any demographic. It doesn't matter what you identify as it as. It's like Lindsey Sterling said. You can be who you want to be and stand who you want to be. So, kinda. So there is a history of that, Zenith. So that's a long story. Is like, right, there is a history of those people there. And no matter what you do, those people will always be there. But the thing is, you don't have to associate with those groups of people if you live there, right? That's the key. Like, there were in Harlem. Harlem had them, Hell's Kitchen had them, and at the end of the day, you know, you don't have to associate with people that you don't identify with. Just like, you don't have to associate with labels that people give you, right? People will give you labels till the day you die, and you have to stand like, these are the labels that people gave me, and these are the labels that I don't identify with. These are the labels I identify with because this is what resonates me, but I don't identify with someone just because they gave me the label. If someone gives me a label and I actually identify with, it's not because I took the given label, it's because I accepted it because that's who I am. So if someone says anything about me being a certain person, they're wrong. Stormy St. Cloud, awesome, thank you. So we're kind of wrapping up here because it is 3 o'clock. Puzzle Swap was one of my favorites. Nice. So we have some shorts up today. We have stuff about What does it all mean, mister? Oh. Alright, I'm back, guys. Apologies. I should do a podcast. I might go on someone's podcast if they allow it, but I think they'll just like smear me and like, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. And I'm like, okay. I guess I'm not good enough for you, but you're not good enough for me, so. We just dropped down to 0 views. Damn. So we got 1 viewer back. Okay. I apologize, guys. I just laugh. You're better solo. Thinking about me tonight. Oh, on that sweet espresso. And then down, moving right up like Nintendo. I'm working late, cause I'm a singer. And I got this one boy wrapped around my finger. I want to be Tails, that's funny. I gotta say, Mom, I just want to be famous. Okay, honey, just be home for dinner. I love that. I gotta do that more often. Dad, I want to be famous. Knock him dead, son. Knock him dead, son. That's what I'd be like. Hey, Dad, I want to be famous. Knock him dead, son. Do you actually mean physically? No, no, son. What I mean is, just make me proud. Okay, Dad. Welcome. So, and if the only person you can make happy is yourself, that's better than making everybody else happy sometimes. Because if you're not happy with yourself and no one sees that, I just wish other people saw that. I just wish other people saw that. That's all I have to say. If people don't see you happy, you let me know, okay? I'll see what I can do. I can't fix your depression. I can't fix your sadness. But I can at least make you smile for a moment. And that moment might change a lot. So, and that's how the world goes. That's how the world goes. We can't let other people's sadness dictate our own. Because we're all sad from time to time. You know, emotions and feelings are contagious. And what people don't know is that people will guilt trip you for the stupidest of things. And you have to put them in your place. Because then when you put them in your place, you show them your shoes. They walk in theirs and they're like, God, I was so stupid. God, I was so dumb. But if they don't, they'll just play projection deflection. And then you just be like, okay, my wall's up. Bye. That's what you do. That's what you do. So, anyway, guys, what's everyone saying in the chat? This is so nostalgic. I love it. So, we're going to end the chat stream here. Guys, I got to get moving. I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to actually, we're going to hit 30 minutes. We're only at 28 minutes. It's a short stream because I have to get moving today. We're at what charge again? 77%. So. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho. So left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, oh mama. I love that song. I listened to that song so much when I was running. I remember when Todd in the Shadows put it on his dishonorable mention list. And I was like, it's not a great song, but it's not horrible. It is basic, but yeah, I miss Peter too. It's funny because actually people could hear Peter in the background and some freaking liar was like, Peter doesn't exist. Just because you don't see someone doesn't mean they don't exist. It's like, people say Jesus didn't exist, but he played a place in history, so. The more you know, folks, the more you know. Oh my God, Jesus isn't real. Jesus is real, honey. Jesus is real. Just because he's not alive today doesn't mean he's... Just because someone is not here with us doesn't mean they never existed. Just remember that, guys. Just remember that. All right, folks, we're gonna... You do? Okay, well, good luck with that, Tessa. Let me know what he says. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I'll see you later. Bye!